how y'all doing? Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here at the Avon Park Aero Modelers Club. We're gonna take up the Aeroscout. Right aileron, left aileron, up elevator, down elevator, right rudder, left rudder. So you can see by my little flags here of our club that got a little bit of breeze coming right out of that way. Runway basically runs kind of east to west, but of course that's where the wind is coming out across runway. So we're going to take up the Aeroscout. I'm running a 2200 avionics, edionics, I don't know. 3-cell enter. And my Aeroscout is different in the fact that mine has been cut free. And what I mean by that is I have taken out the stock receiver, which was originally just a regular bind and fly with the AS3X and Safe Select in it, and I've removed that, and I only have the AR620 antennaless receiver, and I've set the throws on the control surfaces to maximum deflection. In other words, and for you newer pilots, what that means is I've got my ailerons and my rudder and my elevator set where I'll get the most movement out of them whenever I give input. So in other words, they'll move at their most maximum range. I've got my expo set to 30%, and basically I'm just kind of surfing the wind right now. I got such a breeze, and this plane only weighs, I don't know, a pound maybe. So I'm just kind of got just enough throttle to keep the plane pointed forward and into the wind. And as you can see, I'm just kind of just staying there. And so it's going to make landing actually to make a landing pretty easy. It's going to be a very short landing. So because the wind is making it to where this actually makes it kind of fun. It really does. If you're comfortable flying in wind, then you can have a lot of fun with it. So, but you always want to try to land into the wind if you can, because it gives you the most control. All right, come on. Come on. But see, the wind is underneath that wing right now. Motor off. Wind is underneath that wing, so it's not going to fall back down. Oh. And the Aeroscout has such nice big robust tires that it makes it very easy. Boy, she's a screamer. But the thing about that is, let's see if I can get a knife edge out of her. Yeah, a little bit of one. Thing about the reason she's so loud, such a screamer, is that prop is so close to the very back firewall there, or the very back where the motor mount is, right up next to the wing. So for that reason, it creates that force comes off of the from the prop off the back of the backwash of the wings there, and causes all that turbulence and causes a lot of noise right there. So if the prop was put back a little bit further, or there was a structure right there, then it wouldn't be so bad. All right, come on, come on, come on, baby, come on, baby, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. See, folks, that's what I'm talking about. Another example of the fun that you can have with the wind. But yes, it has to be a plane that you're very comfortable with, you know, that you're confident with, and you know how they react in the wind. And the Aeroscout is a perfect example of a plane that you can easily get comfortable with. Makes for great for a little bit of windsurfing like I'm doing right now. Like I said, I've just got enough forward momentum with that prop to where I can keep her going positive into the wind. Here, turn around here. The Aeroscout makes a great beginner plane. When you purchase this plane in the ready to fly or in the bind and fly, it comes with the probably comes with an AR631 receiver now, if you were to purchase it now, and which would give you Safe Select and AS3X. And all AS3X is what I call wind mitigation. And what I mean by that, it helps you fly. It makes a smaller plane fly like a larger plane. It can handle the wind a little bit better. It's not going to self-level. It's not going to save you. It just makes a smaller, lighter plane fly better. Now, safe or sensory, let's say it, assisted flight envelope, I think is what it's called. That will self-level your plane. In other words, you let go of the sticks or you hit a panic button and it will make your plane fly level. And you can't get the plane upside down. It won't let you do anything crazy, but it's great for the beginner. And the plane is so light that little jostle there isn't going to hurt it at all. Let's take her up one more time. You can hear me ramble on about this, but I recommend this as a beginner plane, but I'm not completely sold, and only because it's a pusher prop. To me, the best beginner plane, honestly, is the Mini Apprentice or the Hobbyzone Carbon Cub S2. Those are your more traditional airplanes, and they'll give you a better feel for how an airplane reacts. This is a great one to get into. Good for teaching you spatial awareness and how an aircraft flies. But most planes have the prop in the front, and that just gives you an idea of how the planes fly. And the more planes are like that tractor style, so that's why I prefer the Mini Apprentice and the Hobbyzone Carbon Cub S2. To me, they're just a better choice. But Aeroscout is much more inexpensive. Doesn't cost nearly as much as I can't talk today, and so it makes a good alternative. Well, folks, there you go. We flew for 6 minutes. Motor off. But like I say, I don't have anything. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. I don't have anything smart on this airplane as far as like battery and telemetry or anything. So see how much juice we sucked out of the battery here. Flew for 6 minutes, folks, and I still got 73%. So we did good. Well, there you go, folks. That's the Aeroscout, just to show you what kind of fun you can have with it. This is Fat Guy Flies RC. Don't forget, folks, faith, family, and friends, and them planes. And God bless y'all.